Hello, I'm Liam here. I'm from Shield Sports at IWA 2022 and just talking about some of the CL Project Design products. So some of you out there might have heard the name Clarence or the AirsoftSurgeon, and he's now trading under CL Project Design. So we are here as the exclusive UK and European distributor, just showing off some of the parts. And I was just explaining to you guys that a lot of the parts here are focused around the Shadow 2. ASG or KJ Works Shadow 2 platform that you'll be familiar with. Clarence is really diving into this to make sure there are both replacements and spares available, and even upgrade parts too. So we now have available things like silver and black competition triggers. We have some OEM factory parts that you might not have been able to get if they broke, like spare nozzles, spare hammers, and even reinforced steel parts. So we've got a whole variety here. We're very soon going to be getting in the Bushido BBs, which have been long awaited, and even some extra bits too for High Kappa and Dan Wesson series. This is the slide stop for the Shadow 2, and the one here you can see is the version that I've been using in my personal Shadow 2 for a little while now. There are visible points of wear, and you can actually see as well where the two bits of metal have been joined and screwed together. Now, this isn't a dig at all at the quality of that. It is a perfectly viable product. However, the focus of Clarence's new range is towards competition shooters. And if you are going to be shooting more than what we would say a standard amount of rounds, maybe if you were a skirmisher at a weekend and you're putting a magazine through every now and again, that might be less. However, if you're a competition shooter and you're putting 10, 20, 30,000 BBs through this, there is going to be visibly more wear and tear. So Clarence's new part is a steel version, it's a stainless steel version, and it is all one piece. And obviously the less pieces that are put together, the less chance of wear and tear and break. So this is just one example of the thinking and the mindset Clarence is taking towards, let's take something good and make it better. We're also showcasing obviously the ASG Dan Wesson. This one is my personal one, which eventually will be fitted with Clarence's new spring set. Now, the focus of this spring set is all around the trigger system, the cylinder system, the hammer, the reset, and it is just a new internal spring set. It doesn't sound like much, but as far as the performance goes, and this is what we really look for, is how much do I have to spend to increase significantly the performance of my thing? As standard, the ASG Dan Wessons will have roughly an 8-pound trigger pull when you are using double action. So I mean, when the hammer isn't cocked and you are pulling from standard, it's about 8 pounds. However, once we've fitted the spring set, that drops to about 3.4 pounds. So we're halving the trigger pull. You're going to be able to pull the trigger easier. You're not going to be pulling the gun when you're having to exert the force in. So we've got a quicker trigger pull, a better rate of fire, and a more accurate reset. And that's what we're really looking for, is small changes, small tweaks to improve the gun. And obviously, we've put a mounting plate on here for one of the Shield Sights optics that we're on the booth for. So actually, if you were using this in a competition instance, you have a low profile red dot that you can use as well. The final bit to go through is that some of you will know Clarence and AirsoftSurgeon specifically for high quality, high kappa parts. Obviously, he's a huge name in IPSC and Action Air. Clarence is still diving into that. So we actually have a slide stop here with a shield so that your thumb isn't integrating with the slide, you're not rubbing against it, and you have something to lean on, which again is high quality stainless steel. He's making his own leaf springs as well as hot rubbers. So don't worry, if you're here for Clarence's and Clarence Project Design's high kappa parts, they are still available, they're still on the market, but he's also putting a lot of energy into new platforms like the Shadow 2 and the Dan Wesson.